Welcome. So we'll jump into our practice here. Um, I taught this breathing pranayama to the kiddos today, and they just had so much energy. So let's try it with you. Let's see if it works. To get the same results. This one's called Viloma, and Viloma means against the grain. Against the grain is so like you think normally you inhale, and then after an inhale you exhale, and then after an exhale you inhale. So if you're going against the grain, you're going to inhale, and then you're going to inhale again, and then you're going to inhale again, and then we'll take one long exhale. So three inhales for one exhale. And what you get from this Viloma, one, it really it's really good for a person who was just sick, or for asthmatics, because it really kind of jump starts their ability to breathe into a full lung capacity, because you get a bigger breath because you're breaking it up into three parts. And as I learned today, we got one hypothesis, or I built a hypothesis from my one data point. It might give you a lot of energy in the beginning of class. So let's try it and see what we think. Viloma pranayama. So you're going to sit well. You could even lay too, if that would be more comfortable for you. You're going to exhale all the air. And you're going to inhale and pause. Inhale and pause. And then inhale to full. Exhale all the air. Inhale and pause. Inhale and pause. Inhale to full. And then exhale all the air. Through the nose if you can. Inhale and pause. Inhale and pause. Inhale to full. And then exhale all that air. So try to make those three inhales even length. Inhale and pause. Inhale and pause. Inhale to full. And exhale all the air. Now we're going to do the exhale three as well. So three inhales, three exhales. Inhale, pause. Inhale, pause. Inhale full. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale to empty. Inhale, pause. Inhale, pause. Inhale to full. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale to empty. Inhale, pause. Inhale, pause. Inhale to full. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale to empty. Take a few natural breaths, noticing any effects. Good. When you're ready, you'll lie on your backs. You can put a little thing under your head if it feels good to you, but not necessary. Lying on your backs, you're going to pull your right knee into your chest. You can hold the top of the knee or behind the knee. And change legs. Or kind of move a little bit, just with one breath. You're going to inhale, pick the leg up. Exhale, kind of pull it into your body. And then release. Inhale, pick the right leg up. Exhale, pull it into your body. And release. Inhale, pick the left leg up. Exhale, pull it into your body. And release. Do that 2 more times each side. Inhale, drawing the leg up. Exhale, pulling it in. And then switching sides. Move your breath, move the body. Now what you'll do is you'll take the right knee up again. And this time try to hold the ankle with probably your left hand and pull the ankle towards your body. So you're kind of rotating your hip. It's almost like pigeon pose, but you were rolled onto your back instead of on your belly. So kind of draw that shin toward the body some. Just kind of feel into the hip. Be with the stretch. Be with the sensation. Good. Let's change legs. Same thing. Pull the left knee in. Go ahead and grab that ankle and kind of pull it into an upside down pigeon pose. Get in there with your awareness. Feel that leg bone rotating in the hip. And then release the leg. Let's try it again. First side. Right knee up. Pull on the ankle. And go ahead and release. Last round. Left leg up. And then pull that ankle and the shin towards your body. Don't let it fall away from you, Jim. Pull it up and towards you. There you go. Yeah. And release. Go ahead and bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor. You can probably make them about as wide as your yoga mat. Making your knees as wide as your yoga mat, making your feet as wide as your yoga mat. Drop both knees to your right. Good. Open your shoulders. You can put your arms in a field goal post shape or in a V. So your shoulders, your elbows, and maybe even the backs of your hands are completely on the ground. Good. Listen carefully. Just start to bring up the right knee. Leave the left leg kind of where it is. And then bring up both legs. And let's drop them over to the other side. Remember, the feet should be nice and wide. The wider the better, as wide as the yoga mat at least. Then you're going to bring up just the left knee. And bring up both knees. One more time, nice and wide with the feet. Drop the knees to the right. Bring up just the right. Let it bring up both. Last round. Both knees to the left. Bring up just the left. Bring them up both. Good. Bring the feet together or leave them where they are and let the knees fall open. With the knees falling open, soften your belly so your back gets closer to the floor, your low back. And now stretch your arms out in the V vector, the V diagonal on the floor, or as close to it as you can. So you can get a really wide V, a little easier on the shoulder, or a really narrow V, more over the head. But you want to make your elbows straight and the backs of your hands on the mat or on the floor. Good. Really extend out. Spread your palm. Spread your fingers. Stretch your shoulders away from your heart and out through your hands. Good. Breathe here. Feel the body opening. Turn your head to the right for a moment. Turn your head to the left. Take a deep breath. And then come back up to center with your feet flat on the floor. Put your hands on top of your knees. Good. If you don't mind, try to keep your feet flat on the floor. So it's maybe just your fingertips. Yeah. And now Reach to get your palms on your knees and pull your forehead and shoulders off the ground so it engages your core. Yeah, good. Bet you're wishing you had that head pillow now. Exhale back down. So the fingertips are maybe touching the top of the knee. And then again, reach, elbow straight, reach the palms up onto the kneecaps, pulling the forehead and shoulders up off the ground. Feel those upper abdominals fire and lower back down. Reach the palms to the kneecaps. Good. Tippy toes and walk your toes out in front a little bit more. Good. Lower back down. Last round. Tippy toes. Reach forward, curl up. And see if you can pull yourself all the way back up to a cross-legged seat. Good. Let's come to hands and knees, tabletop pose. Come onto your hands. Yeah, good. Tuck your toes today. So that means when we say tuck the toes, I mean the pads of the toes are on the earth, on the mat. Just kind of move your rib cage around, up, down, left, and right. Try to get your shoulder blades to kind of stay put so you feel your ribs and shoulders moving in isolation or in opposition. Good. Reach your right hand straight forward so your biceps near your ear. Yeah. Turn your palm to the side so your thumb's in the air. Yeah, good, good. Really stretch out. Yeah, and as you stretch your right fingers out, kind of pull your right shoulder towards your hip. Yeah, there you go. Turn and look away from your arm. Go to the left. Yeah. And lower it back down. Go ahead and reach your left arm straight out like you're going to shake someone's hand. As you're reaching straight forward, pull the shoulder blade down your back and then turn your head away from that shoulder. Good. Come back. Step the right toes back so your knee is straight and just your toe pads are still on the mat. And just sink back a little bit, get a calf stretch. And bring that knee back. Send that left leg back, tuck the toes, get a calf stretch. And bring that knee back. Send both feet back and lift the legs into plank posture. Let's hold it for 3 breath counts. Inhale, inhale, inhale. This is going to be 9 breaths now. Exhale all the way. Inhale, 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 exhale all the air. You can do it 1 more round. Inhale, 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 and then knees down, chest down, lie on your belly as you exhale. Good. Grab the front edge of your mat so your fingernails are under the mat, and you can back up so maybe your head's 6 to 12 inches behind the front edge of the mat. So now you can kind of try to grab the mat and pull it forward, like you're trying to stretch or tear your mat. And as you do that, lift up your shoulders and let your neck and head come with it. Good. Try to let your shoulders come down your back, away from the ears. Yeah, nice, nice. Take a breath and pull your belly muscles in on the exhale. Good. Here you're going to point your toes so your toenails are down on the mat and try to shoot energy through the backs of your legs, out through the toe. Exhale, release. One more round. You can bring your hands more under your shoulders this time or practice the exact same variation. Grab the mat, pull it forward, and draw up through the back of your shoulders, neck, and head. Draw the belly muscles in and push energy back through the toes as you breathe. Exhale, you can pull in a little bit deeper and shoot that tail through the toes. Exhale, release it down. If it's comfortable on your shoulder, you're going to bend your elbows and kick them out to the sides. You can rest your forehead on your fingertips or put your fingers, your palms a little bit in front of your head. It looks like this if you were sitting up. What you're going to do now is you're going to lift your left leg up and you're going to pull it over to the right. So your hips are stacking and you should be able to stretch the right chest muscle. If you've got that right elbow down, you can open up and it will open up that right chest and kind of feel into where that right arm needs to be to really open the front of the right chest there. Excellent. Let's come back to center. And do the same thing. You're going to lift the you're going to lift the right leg up. And you're going to pull it over to the left, stretching the front of the left chest and the hip flexor. Good. And then come back to center. Let's do that again one more time. Left side up and then over, stretching into the right chest. And then back to center. Let's lift the right leg up and then over. And then back to center. Good. Bring your right knee up, G.I. Joe pose. Excellent. Try to make your right leg look like a 90-degree angle. 90 degree, yeah. Turn your head to the left and stretch your right hand straight out like you're shaking hands with somebody on the floor. Good. Really stretch that right arm forward, pressing the pinky edge of the hand down and forward. As you press the pinky edge of the hand down and forward, reach back through your left toe. Breathe. Come back to neutral and then bring your left leg up into G.I. Joe. Put your left arm straight out like you're shaking hands with someone on the floor. Turn your head over to the right. And then stretch the left hand forward as you reach back through the right big toe. Breathe into the space you're making. Relaxing the body. Good. Come back to neutral. And then you'll take your first downward dog of the class. In your downward facing dog, tone your arms. Think that you're squeezing your arms towards each other as you push down on the earth. Breathe into the top of the chest as you do that. And then draw the belly muscles in and back as you sink through the feet. Good. When you're ready, you'll come down to your knees and step your right leg forward in low lunge. Yeah, so the back knee comes down, the right leg is forward in low lunge. Good. Bring your hands up on top of the front knee. Hands on the knee there, Jim, if you can. Good. Wider and longer stance if that's available to you all. Make sure that front back knee is supported. Push down on your knee with your hands a little bit so you can draw your belly muscles back some. Yes, don't let the shoulders lift up. Just hug the belly muscles back. Good. It's almost like as the thigh goes more forward, the belly muscles go more back. Yeah, take a deep breath and kind of breathe into those kidneys, back, middle back area. If you can keep that, you're going to hook your thumbs and lift up, but keep that back body full. Don't let your body arch or protrude the ribs forward. That's it. Good. Good. And as you reach up, now again, sink the front hip forward. Keep the belly muscles back. Breathe. Good. Put your left hand down on the wide side of the mat, even off the mat, and shoot your right arm to the ceiling. Good. Remember that feeling we just created where you were pulling your belly muscles away from your thigh? Do it again, filling in the kidneys. Draw both shoulders back and down your spine. Awesome. Downward facing dog, or just however you want to transition to the next side. Good. With the left leg in front, you'll come up and put your hands on the front knee. Push down a little bit on that knee so it kind of sends your core back. Soften the shoulders down. Yeah. As you send the core back, sink the front knee a little forward, and if it's available, you're going to bring the arms up without letting the ribs protrude forward. You got a nice fullness in your back. Even engage the shoulders down the body as you sink the hips further forward. Good. Take the right hand down off the edge of the mat. Put the left in the sky. That same feeling as you sink the hip forward, pull the core back to fill in the kidney mid-back area. Excellent. Now tone those shoulders down and into the back of the heart as you open up the twist. Really nice. Let's all push back, plank pose. In your plank pose, push the ground down with your arms and bring the mid-back back into the sky, like it's going up into the air. That's it. Breathe. Exhale, come down, knees, chest, and then chin. Inhale, cobra pose. And then relax back down. Reach the arms out in front, shoot the toes back behind you, and then lift up both the arms and the legs, letting the shoulders and head come as high off the ground as they'd like. Tone the muscles into the back body. Breathe into the back body if you can, as you do it. And relax back down. Rest a moment. You can practice Viloma for a round or two here. Inhale, pause. Inhale, pause. Inhale to full. And then relax and release all the air. Inhale, pause. Inhale, pause. Inhale to full. Then relax all the air out. Go ahead and push back to child's pose. You can separate your knees nice and wide. Take your left arm across your body and slowly lay down onto that left arm, looking out to the left palm. Inhale back up. Take your right arm across your body and slowly lay down on the right arm, looking at the palm. Inhale back up. Walk the hands back. Walk your hands up your thighs until you're kneeling with your hips above your knees. Stretch your arms out wide like this. A little bend in your elbow is fine. And you're going to pull, tone your hands. And pull the shoulders and elbows back. Like you're like a flying squirrel. Draw the shoulders back. Good. Even sit your hips back a little bit. Keep breathing and toning those muscles into the back body without letting the ribs protrude forward. Good. Come back down. Hands on the mat. You're going to walk your hands over to the right. Both hands over to the right. And then you're going to step your left foot on the left edge of your mat. Tuck your back toes and go ahead and lift up the back knee. It was like a lunge that fell over to the side. Push down with your hands. As you push down with your hands, fill in the mid-back. Breathe here. Good. Drop that knee down. Step the other foot back. You're going to walk your hands all the way over to the other side. You're going to step your right foot onto the right edge of the mat. Push down with your hands and lift your back knee up. Breathe here. Good. Drop that knee down. Pull that leg back. Excellent. Come on down to your forearms, elbows, and forearms. You can grab a block if you want. Billy, you might want to do this one on the wall again. We're going to do dolphin pose. You're going to push your arms down into the earth. Go ahead and lift up your hips. And don't go back too much. Try to think rather about dropping your rib cage through your shoulders. And send energy down through your forearms. Long exhale. Let your head grow heavy. Inhale into the back of your shoulders. And then long exhale. Let the head grow heavy. Good. If you have the strength, you're going to lift one leg into the sky. You're going to lift the other leg into the sky, probably not at the same time. And then come on back down. Let's walk up, kneeling pose again. You're going to bring your hands together in prayer. You're going to take that and you're going to put that little wedge where your wrists meet behind your skull. Before you go engage the pose, breathe into the back of the kidney, mid-back area again. Keep it full and start to press your head against the hands. Without letting the ribs are going to come forward a little bit, but you still keep the back full. Good, relax it down. You're going to step your left foot forward, but then you're going to turn your right foot in across your mat. So you've actually opened your stance. So if your shin was going with the long edge, now your back shin is with the short edge, parallel with the short edge. Yeah, so it opens your hips. That looks right. You've got it. And now bend your knee, your front knee, and just feel here. It's like you're on a surfboard, paddleboard. You're just sort of you're kneeling. It's like a warrior two on your back knee, basically. Good. Hands on the hips. Kind of pull your shoulder blades in and down, pressing out through that front knee. Good. Come out of the pose. Take the left arm, bring it against the inner thigh, and just slowly reach it towards the inner arch of that foot. You might not get there. I'm not going to get there today, I don't think. But I'm just feeling that stretch. And what happens is I let my body move towards that place. Good. Come back out of that pose. And let's change the legs. So swivel, swivel. Step your right foot forward. And swivel on the left knee. Good. Hands on the hips to start. And then bend the knee away from the back shin. Feeling the inner thighs. A lot more sensation on the inner thighs doing a kneeling version of this warrior two. Be a blanket under the knee. It could be a good thing if it's bothering your knee. So you're going to back out of the pose a little bit. Take the right arm against the inner leg and just slowly aim the fingertips towards the inner arch. See where it gets you. Staying open in the side profile. Inhale back up. Swivel the feet. Come back. Excellent. Come up to your fingertips. Your fingertips. Only your fingertips. Your palms are in the air. Looks like you're making tents with your hands. And drop your rib cage. Bring the shoulders up and then back. Now lift your tail a little bit. So you're arching the spine. You can stick your tongue out if you want and look at the ceiling. Good. Push the hands down. Bring the belly muscles back and fill in your ribs. Kind of lifting your ribs and kidneys up into the sky. Let your skull feel like it's a bowling ball. Try to feel those shoulders sliding on the back away from the heart. Good. One more time. Let's come back into that lion shape. That sticking the tongue out thing. I didn't just make that up. You're going to drop the ribs. You're going to lift the tail. You're going to stick out the tongue and look at the ceiling. Reversing, push down on the ground, lift the ribs, lift the kidney, let the head become a bowling ball. That's an exhalation, pushing the air out. One more time. Just cat-cows, a little more detail. It's lion and bowling ball. Back on the one person with their tongue out. There you go. Exhale, round. Draw back. Good. Now from here, you're going to walk your hands back, lift up your knees, and come into a squat pose. You can have the heels in the air, hands in together in Anjali Mudra. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a big old step forward with your left foot. You're going to reach your hands forward. And then you're going to pull the arms back, opening the chest. Good. Bring it into your heart, straighten your front leg. And then as you reach forward, bend the knee. And then open back. Again, reach forward. Bend the knee, open back. Last one. And change your legs. You're gonna reach forward as you bend into warrior one. Open back, straighten the legs. Swirling the arms. Pushing forward, drawing back. Pushing forward, drawing back. Into the stretch, complete the motion. Step to the front of your mat. Bring the legs as close together as it feels good to you. Stretch your arms into the sky. Elongate your legs. You can get a little bit of the weight on your tippy toes and just pull your body over to your right. Then pull your body over to your left. Back up to center. Sit the hips back. You're going to slide the hands down your knees. Bend your knees and look up at the ceiling. Breathing. Exhale, start to straighten the legs. Let the hands go down a little further if you'd like, or just keep them where they are. Let your head grow heavy. Inhale, bend your knees, hips go back, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, head grows heavy, hands maybe slink down. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands to your heart. Step back a longer warrior one. Body still faces front. Swoop the arms up. And then open out warrior two. Swoop the arms up the center line. Lift up high and tall in the sky. And then tilt your body out over your front leg. Exhaling here. Inhaling back up. And then step back. Chair pose. Inhaling up. Step your left leg back. Warrior one. Inhale. And then exhale. Warrior two. Swooping the arms in a complete circle. They'll come up the center of the circle. Inhale. And then tilt the body over the front leg. Exhale. Inhale. Open the arms. You're going to swoop that back arm all the way around. Stepping it back into chair. Good. Inhaling, stretching up. Exhale, stepping the right leg back. Inhale up, warrior one. Open the body and arms, warrior two. Swooping the arms up the center. Arms above your head, tip out over that front leg. Exhale. Inhale all the way back up. Swooping the arms around, chair pose. Inhale, arms back up, step your left leg back, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Swooping the arms up the central channel. Let's go over to the side, exhale. Bring the arms all the way back. And then swoop it down on your chair pose. Good, hold the chair pose, breathe here. Come up to standing. Let the arms come by the sides. Breathe. Steadily, smoothly. Go ahead, if you have blocks, you're going to find your blocks, or you can use a table ledge, whatever works for you. Blocks or a table ledge. You put your hands on the blocks, and have your feet 2 feet behind them. You can bump on your balls of your feet a little bit, and you're going to go ahead and swing your right leg back and up, opening the hip a little bit, and then lower it down. left leg back and up, opening your hip a little bit, and then back down. Inhale, swing the right leg up, and see if you can bring your left hand to your heart, half prayer. Breathe here. Back down. Swing your left leg up, and bring your right hand to half prayer. Breathe. Back down. One more time, swing the right leg back and up. Left hand to half prayer, or maybe both hands full prayer. Wherever you are, you're going to drop that back foot down. Inhale up, warrior two. Good. Lift up your front arm high to the sky. Exhale, triangle pose. Good. Bend the knees. Step back to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Open the hip up, no problem. Half prayer with the right hand, or full prayer, both hands into your heart. Breathe here. And then drop back, open up, warrior two. Inhale, lift up the right arm high to the sky. Straighten the front leg and bow over it, triangle pose. Bend the front knee and step back. You can lower the blocks a tick. So they're on the medium setting. Go ahead and step back to your plank pose. But you can have your hands a little in front of your shoulder, so it's a longer plank pose. Breathe here. Good. With this added height, bring your left shin forward and put a little bit of weight on it, but your back leg is lifted off the ground. Good. Back leg is lifted off the ground. Now push with your hands to try to pull your belly muscles up away from the shin. Good. Then step it back to that long plank and bring the right shin forward. Doing great. That back leg is straight and lifted, and you can pull your belly muscles, push with your arms. Good. Exhale, back to long plank. Let's do that one more time. You can stay with me. Left shin forward. Push down, lift the belly. Exhale, back. Step the right shin forward. Inhale, push down, lift the belly. Exhale, push back. Full downward dog. You can use the blocks. Walk the hands back. Wide-legged. You can have your feet about as wide as the mat. Forward bend. And then you're going to round up by sending the hips down into the feet, all the way up to standing. Good. Take your hand onto your skull and gently pull the head to the left. Good. Change sides. Back to center. Good. Let's find our blocks again. Place our hands on them. Feet about 2 or 3 feet behind. You can bend your knees. You're going to shift over into your right foot. You have the weight mostly in your right leg, and you're gonna bend your left knee up like you're trying to touch your left shoulder, and then place it back down. Shift over to the left leg, pull the right knee up like you're trying to touch the shoulder, and then back down. Let's do that 2 more times each side. Shift and lift the leg, pushing down with the hands, and then back. Good. Shift and then lift the leg, and then step back down 1 more time each side. Breathing, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, other leg, exhale down. Good. Lift up the left leg as high as you can, knee bent, high as you can, and see if you can take your left arm straight into the sky. And then bring it back down. Good. Shift over to the left leg, pull the right knee up, high as you can, by your side. That's it. And then if you can, put the right arm straight up in the sky. Same side, that's it. And then back down. Good, inhale, come all the way up. Let's go ahead and support our low back with our hands. So the top of our hips with our hands, fingers point down, and just gently sink the hips forward and start to lift the chin high. Pulling the front of our chest open, broaden your collarbones, and fill the breath in. Good. Relax the hands, relax the body. You might want to use a wall for balance. And you'll stand with the, let's see here. You'll stand with your right hand touching the side of the wall. So your body's facing an open, not facing the wall. Okay. Then you're going to bring up your right knee. And you're holding it in the opposite hand if you're holding the wall. When it's available, you're going to hold the ankle instead, or the shin, and try to bring the shin up. If you've got both hands, use both hands to lift the leg up. And practice your balance. Good, now practice what we've been working on during our class today. Breathe into the mid-back and pull the belly muscles in a little bit. Good, lower it down. Excellent job. Excellent job. Shift over into the, I'm going to spin to use the wall with the left hand. Right foot heavy. Hold the knee first, maybe the shin, or maybe both parts here. And you're going to work on the cue we've been working on, which is as you pull the shin in, you breathe and expand your mid-back, using your belly muscles to stabilize. Looks good. And release it back down. Good. Take a wider stance, horse stance pose. Try to stay upright. Pull your belly muscles in a little bit. You're going to push your hands forward today, like you're pushing a wall away. Very Qigong looking, martial arts looking. Push the hips out through your knees. And you're going to shift your hips back. Get your hands on the floor here. And come up on your tippy toes. Tippy toes. On your tippy toes, you put your hands on a coffee table as well, as long as it's a sturdy coffee table. You're going to rock forward so the weight's really in your hands and fingers and fingertips. You're on your tippy toes, and just feel that arm strength required to really put a lot of weight in it. Push the ground down with your arms and pull the core up and back. Breathe here. Good, inhale, hands down. I'm sorry, hips down, come all the way back up. Open the palms out, look up at the sky, counter pose. Bend your knees, step back to the front of your mat. You're gonna balance again, maybe go to the wall. You're gonna shift into the right leg, lift up the left knee. Now, if you can, maybe you're gonna hold the toe with the opposite hand. So you have to adjust so that if your left knee's up, your right hand maybe holds the toe. So you got maybe the left hand will be on the wall. And you're gonna kick out a little bit. Pull your belly muscles back. Kick out a little bit, pull your belly muscles back. Good, stretching back. With that left hand if it's on the wall. Good, if you can, you're gonna bring that ankle into the hip. And if you can, you're gonna bow or fold over your front leg. Good job, coming back up. Maybe spinning around so you can use the opposite wall or other side. You're gonna put the left leg down, you're gonna bring up the right knee and hold the toe with your left hand. And that could be the pose. And if you want to think about maybe kicking out just a little bit, keep your knee bent, totally cool. That's what I'm doing. And you're gonna stretch the right arm back. Good, bring that heel into the hip. Maybe bow over the leg if you'd like. And release it down. Awesome job, awesome job. You're gonna bow forward. You're gonna place your hands on the blocks once more. Medium setting for the blocks. Step your feet back as wide as the yoga mat and further back. So you're in a really long plank. Your hands are even further forward than last time, but your hips and your head are the same height. They're not, it's not down dog, they're the same height, except for you, Bill, you're good. Head stays up. Good, breathe here. And if you can, you're gonna push down really strong with your left hand and lift your right arm out to the side. And then put it back down on the block. Good, stay with me. Stay with me, lift the other arm, left arm out. Good, stay with me, step with your last chance. You're gonna lift your left leg out to the side or up into the air. Back down, last round, you're gonna lift the right leg up. Good, come on down to your knees. Sit back, hips back, keep your chin up. Rest your body. One more round of that sort of core pigeon pose thing that we were doing. We're gonna push back into that long plank pose, long plank. Bring the left shin forward, put the shin down. Keep the back leg straight. Back leg straight. Now push down with your hands and pull up with your low belly muscles. Breathe here. Down with your arms and shoulders. Up with the belly muscles. Filling in the back with the breath. And step back. Let's change legs. So we're same pose. We're doing a little bit longer hold here. Push down with the hands and arms. Pull up with the low belly muscles. Good. Drop that back knee down. and walk it forward until your knees are one behind the other. And you're going to take your feet wide. And then you'll be able to sit back on your hips with your knees stacked. Some of us might want to put a block or two under our hips. That's it, good. Gently pushing down on the knee. Pull the low belly muscles back. And we'll practice Viloma Pranayama. Inhale. Inhale. Inhale full. Exhale all the air. Inhale. Inhale. Inhale full. Exhale all the air. We'll reverse it now. Inhale full. Exhale pause. Exhale pause. Exhale all the air. Put your hands on your feet and gently let your forehead grow heavy. So if I'm correct, you have your right knee on top. So go ahead and put your left forearm on that knee and gently push your left forearm on the knee to twist slightly. Good. Go ahead, rock forward, unhook your legs, and just be in a neutral tabletop for a moment. Step your right knee behind your left knee as you take the feet to opposite edges. And then walk it back. This should be the second side. Everything goes according to plan. Evil, sinister laugh. Good. Looks like we're there. Pretty close. Sit up on something. I'm sitting up on something. Put your hands on your front knee. Gently push down, bringing the belly muscles in and back. Breathe into the mid-back. We'll do Viloma on the exhale now. So inhale full. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale, empty. Inhale. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale, empty. Inhale full. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale, empty. Put the hands on the feet and let the forehead grow very heavy. You can take the right arm across the body and twist. Back to center. Rock it forward. Tabletop. Go ahead, sit all the way back. And extend your legs out. and lie on your back. Take just one block today, put it on its low setting, and bring it under your hips. And then try to let your low back kind of sink down like a hammock. It won't do that, but it will feel, maybe can feel that way. You can keep your knees bent and your feet on the floor, or you can slide the legs out straight so just your heels are on the floor. Try to keep those low belly muscles, not physically like you're efforting, but just feel them kind of like lifting up and in. So the mid back stays full rather than arching it. If you'd like, you're gonna bring your legs up and float them in the sky. You can keep a small prop under your hips or release it. Gently let one of those legs fall a little more towards your body, and then switch. And then kind of let both of those legs fall towards your body. Bend your knees and bring your feet back to the floor. Good. Put out your left leg and take your right knee across. Change legs. Back to center. Stretch your legs out long on your mat. Stretch your arms out. Try to just rest your body into the earth. Let the heels grow heavy and the back of the hands grow heavy, the knuckles. Let the shins and the forearms sink into the earth. Let the knees and the elbows sink into the earth. Release all effort, no tension. Remove tension. The thighs and the upper arm. The shoulders and the hips. The torso. The throat. The skull. Let it sink into the earth. or rather, let gravity do all the work. Stretch your body and take a comfortable seat on the mat. Namaste.